This week on Inside Boulder News.
New features have rolled in at Valmont City Park. Find out what it is. An important deadline is approaching for business owners in the city. And don't miss this unique band's performance at Ralphie's Independence Day Blast.
Welcome to Inside Boulder News, your source for all things Boulder. I'm Jocelyn Avendaño. Boulder's skateboarding community has a new hangout spot in town. Earlier this month, Boulder's Parks and Recreation Department installed new skateboard features at Valmont City Park as part of a new pilot program.
Valmont City Park provides a long list of amenities for the community to enjoy, including bike trails, a dog park, and multi-use paths. And for the first time ever, the park now includes a skate park.
Skateboarding in Boulder is really a popular sport. The reality is most people think of kids skateboarding, but when you come out here or you see skateboarders, it's every age, every demographic, male, female.
This temporary installation is thanks to a collaboration between the skate community and the city. All the features in the skate park were donated and installed by volunteers.
Well, the intention with the features was really to replicate as many street style features. Everything kind of goes from parking block height, which is about 4 inches, all the way up to 30 inches.
With this park here, we truly can serve the community, the residents, in a way that we haven't. Already we've seen tons of people out here, kids out here, so it really provides a great opportunity for Parks and Recreation in the city to meet the goals of the community.
One of the main goals of the skate park pilot is to provide a safe and designated location for community members to practice. Over the course of the year, city staff will be observing the park's usage to explore if a permanent skate feature is sustainable and compatible.
This gives us a new place. In the long term, this starts to open up the eyes of Boulder as a community to look at other places where we could do these pocket parks, what features kids are really into, and who knows, maybe there'll be a roof here, maybe there'll be other features, and maybe it becomes bigger.
More information on the Valmont City Park skate features can be found on the website seen on screen.
Earlier this month, the city's Housing and Human Services Department announced that they are accepting proposals for the 2020 Human Services Fund. Another fund the department is currently accepting proposals for is the Health Equity Fund. We spoke to Elizabeth Crow, the city's Human Services Funding Manager, to learn more.
Providing services to Boulder residents in need is a community effort undertaken by a wide array of nonprofits and agencies. Boulder's Housing and Human Services Department has several funding streams available for those helping the community.
2 of them, which are out for requests for proposals right now, are the Human Services Fund and the Health Equity Fund.
The Health Equity Fund uses revenue collected from the sugar-sweetened beverage product distribution tax that was put into place in July of 2017. This fund has generated $7.3 million that is allocated or awarded to nonprofit organizations. For the 2020 fund round, $5 million are expected to be awarded to local organizations that are providing services to the community experiencing health disparities.
The city defines people with experiencing health disparities as people who might be low income. They are not able to access health services or access other kind of programs that will help them achieve their full health potential.
The other fund the city is currently accepting proposals for is the Human Services Fund. For almost 20 years now, this fund has helped organizations that work with underrepresented populations.
The city believes that we need partnership with our nonprofit agencies in order to address these systemic problems, such as homelessness, lack of affordable housing, lack of food, safe shelter, childcare, those sorts of things. And so in providing these funds to these nonprofit organizations, we're able to better address the needs of our residents.
Applications for the Human Services Fund are due on or before Thursday, August 1st at 4 p.m. Applications for the Health Equity Fund are due on July 16th.
Organizations who apply for funding will find out probably in October, maybe early November, whether or not they're being awarded funding.
The city is also seeking new members to serve on the Health Equity Advisory Committee. For more information on this and the current funding opportunities, please visit the website seen on screen.
In 2015, the city adopted the Universal Zero Waste Ordinance. The ordinance requires all property owners to subscribe to composting, recycling, and trash service. Though the ordinance went into effect in 2016, businesses are now required to report their compliance with the ordinance. The deadline is Sunday, June 30th.
The Universal Zero Waste Ordinance requires all property and business owners to provide compost, recycle, and trash service to their tenants. It's been in effect since 2016, but this year there's a new component to the ordinance.
The new component this year is by June 30th, all restaurants and grocery stores in Boulder are required to report their compliance with the ordinance to the city through a simple online form.
Along with the online form, businesses who need to report their compliance will also need to send photos of their bins and signs showing they are following the ordinance.
We chose to have the first round of reporting be from restaurants and grocery stores because not only are they the ones that tend to have the most compostable material, but they're also a group that we've worked with pretty extensively on advising and outreach. So we know that they're in general pretty aware of this ordinance and they've got it honed in, but we're just at the point where we want to make sure that they're compliant.
Throughout the ordinance, the city has worked with the vast majority of businesses providing free resources. These include free signs, stickers, and compostable liners for bins. The city also offers free advising through its partnership with the PACE program.
The ordinance is working. When we adopted it, or before we adopted it, we were at about 39% diversion rate, and then today we're at 57%. So we're definitely seeing huge gains from businesses and properties getting on board with this, and it's working.
Thanks to the Zero Waste Ordinance and the city's other climate sustainability efforts, the city is on track to reaching its 85% diversion goal by 2025. For more information on the city's compliance form with the ordinance, please visit the website seen on screen.
We are just days away from Boulder County's biggest fireworks show, Ralphie's Independence Day Blast. This year's entertainment lineup includes classics such as Boulder School of Rock and some new faces such as Card Catalog and Pro Leisure. We caught up with Pro Leisure to get a sneak peek at this year's fireworks show.
When you ask Pro Leisure band members what people can expect from them at Ralphie's Independence Day Blast, they will tell you this.
We can expect a really rockin' show.
Originally formed in California in the early 2000s, Pro Leisure now calls Boulder home, and those attending the fireworks show this 4th of July will be able to experience this band's unique style of music.
We have an American sound, sort of American band sound for sure, and I think we just sort of embrace that sort of adventurous spirit of music, and I kind of think that's kind of what 4th of July is about as well.
You know, we've always been saying the way and the style of our music is rockadelic funkability with a dissident twisted relief, I'd say. You know, it's a lot of different genres. We celebrate a lot of American artists, and we also write a lot of our own music.
Pro Leisure has stepped foot on a variety of stages including the Fox Theater, the Boulder Theater, and several venues in Summit County. And this 4th of July, they will be the headliners at Ralphie's Independence Day Blast, an event brought to the community by WK Real Estate, CU Boulder, and the city.
It's an honor, it's a privilege, and we can't wait. Very exciting, and there will be a special guest present that night that people will not believe, so don't miss this.
Don't miss Pro Leisure and the rest of the amazing entertainment at this year's Ralphie's Independence Day Blast. The event will be held at Folsom Field with gates opening at 7:45, with fireworks beginning as soon as it's dark. For more information and to take a look at the other performances lined up for this year, please visit boulder4thofjuly.com.
Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Inside Boulder News. If you have pictures, news tips, or events you'd like to see featured, we love to hear from you. Connect with us on Facebook and Twitter. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe. Have a good week.